Oh. And here we are outside. Okay. The odd couple.
We're not odd.
No. If it wasn't for your heels, you wouldn't be near as tall. Yeah, no, grab the bottom one. No, the one underneath. Grab this one. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's go on this. Pressure not down. Okay, there's where it grips it. Yeah, you might want to do that up.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
The wire lady. You know, if you don't get shot by lightning. Fried.
And just snug down on the bottom one. Just grab the knot and snug down on the bottom. And keep snugging it up and keep twisting it in. Well, there's the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah. And then what I do is I take that shorter one and I stuff it inside my shirt so that
Not showing.
it's not showing. That's right.
I
When
don't
the
know
wind
how
comes
to
up,
show them.
when the wind blows your tie out of the way, doesn't look like you get two little ties.
Yeah, wrinkle this again. Did you iron this? Yes. Sure damn well didn't look like it.
With a hot iron?
Yes. Was it a cold iron? I'm just... I'll keep it like this for now. Ew! Probably savvy. Oh, the tag's sticking out there. Can't turn back. Oh, because we got it on now. Want to get a pair of scissors? Yeah.
Are you allowed to take that off?
I paid for it.
Okay, just try. Test it.
You guys got it. So you know that you can just... Yeah, they're right there on the inside of this here. So this is like this. Okay. Yeah, I got you that, eh? Mm-hmm. Do we have like a camera?
Yes, we have a camera.
With film?
With film.
I get a couple of like pictures of them open from.
Yep.
I'll bring that pile of stuff right there. You need a little bag for it, do you know? Possibly. A duffel bag? Do you have a little bag? Oh my goodness! Hurry up!
Right here.
Linda, you look marvelous.
So is this your dad?
Yes. Hi. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Mitch.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that? Who tied it up for you? Your mom? Look at Angela. She did a good job. That's great, isn't that?
Okay, well, let's get a picture of these. You go on the other side of him, though, then, okay?
No.
Well, you get a picture of your dad in there, too.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, look at Daddy. Oh, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the big landing.
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, just
Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, look at
look at how cute she looks. All right, this one is Linda.
yeah.
of just how it came to be that I was bestowed with this privilege. I was sitting at my desk when a knock revealed that Jessica Joyce was standing in my doorway. "Hi, Jessica," I offered. "What's up?" "Well, Mr. Telford, I'm on the Grad committee, and we've been discussing just who we should ask to speak at the Grad dinner this year, and..." My heart raced. I sat up straight. I smiled. "Yes, Jessica?" I said expectantly. "Well, Mr. Telford, do you know anybody who might do it?" My shoulders sagged, but only for a moment. I sat up even straighter and started to say, "Well, Jessica..." "Oh, of course. How could I have missed it?" she countered. I smiled again. "No, Mr. Chapman is probably golfing or something." I exhaled and slumped forward. "Mr. Telford, do you think..." I stood up this time, straight and proud, knowing what I was about to be asked. "That Mr. Fraser would consider it?" Visibly shaken, I leaned against my desk to catch myself from falling outright. "No, on second thought, he'd probably go on and on and on. No, that won't do." "Well, Jess, you know, I could..." "Oh, I know, Mr. Telford, you could help me find someone. But no, I have to do this on my own. It's my responsibility." And off she went, muttering something about finding Tony, the night custodian. Some time passed, and a second knock revealed a forlorn young woman standing in my doorway. "Hi, Jessica. What's up?" I asked. "Hi, Mr. Telford," she sighed. "Mr. Telford, I've been all over this school. Do you think that maybe you could speak at Grad?" "Yes, Jessica." "Yes." "So, Jessica, thank you for this honor, and I promise no golf stories and no poems of Robert de Bruce. This, I think, is a remarkable evening. Tonight we are honoring our students and their accomplishments and sharing it with friends, family, and teachers. It is an opportunity to look back at the last 13 years or so, and in particular the high school years, with fondness, humor, and pride, to examine the history. And although Mr. Jean-Paul possibly does not discuss them, there are two historical figures who come to mind when thinking about this year's graduates. In the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the protagonists are on the run and are constantly pursued. They continually glance back over their shoulder and ask questions that we might ask tonight about our grads. Who are these guys? Where have they come, and perhaps more importantly, where are they going? Well, for starters, two of them have come from Poland, while many shop at Polo Park. Many speak two languages fluently, while some struggle desperately to keep their English mark above 50%. Obviously successfully, or they wouldn't be here tonight. One has recently arrived from Mali, while another is soon to depart for Australia. Some are natural blondes, while others have been blonde, brunette, and purple, sometimes in the same week. At least one is taking next year off to pursue other interests. Many tried to take this year off. But we kept after them, wouldn't let them do it. One began the year living in St. Boniface, traveled to Yellowknife, moved to another community, has been accepted to the University of British Columbia, and will likely begin her quest for a medical degree at the University of Winnipeg. Some have learned to play clarinets and trumpets, others to fix brakes and carburetors. Some have played volleyball and basketball, others chess. From student council to singing, math to McDonald's, arts to drama, politics to power mech, preparing gourmet meals to surviving our own notorious cafeteria. Each of these students here before us tonight has achieved their dreams and made their mark on the fabric of life at Windsor Park Collegiate. Soon, they will begin their quest to be teachers, doctors, lawyers, nurses, good citizens. They've accomplished a great deal, and so much lies ahead. And who, then, are your teachers? The ones who have pushed and prodded, nagged and nurtured you to the point where you are now bestowed the honor of graduates. These enigmatic individuals are the same ones who have encouraged you to dream, just not in their class. They've taught you the value of communication, and then say, don't talk to your neighbor. They've encouraged you to be honest and to express yourself, and then they get upset when you tell them that you're bored in history. They've inspired you to cultivate relationships, but not with your boyfriend or girlfriend on Thursday night when there's a test Friday morning. When you've done well, they've said you could do better. When you've done better, they've said it's not your best. But when you've been down, they've said, what can I do to help? And when you've needed that help, they've been there for you, shown compassion, and given you the time and the tools that you've needed to get it back together. They've inspired and invested in you. They've identified with your struggle, agonized with your dilemma, and above all, hoped and worked hard for your success. And they are proud of you tonight. These many accomplishments, which we honor here tonight, whether they be represented by a Laura Meisner spike from the back row, the wit and intellect of a Melanie Beaudry, and Adam the Sea, three-point shot, Colin's sincerity, Jen and Michelle's dedication, or Yazer's infectious laugh. Without the love and support of your parents, your family, none of these things are likely to have occurred. They have supported, encouraged, pushed, and yet disciplined you. Most of all, they've loved and guided you to the point where you are able to taste the flavor of success this evening. It's important that you honor this blessing that they've given you tonight and always, for they are a big part of who and what you have become. And what wisdom can we, your elders, share with you on such an occasion as this? The poet Tennyson wrote, "The great sea of the future is vaguely charted, and in order to capture its vision, we must sail bravely through its amber mist. There are few certainties in the time that lies ahead of you. One wish we have for you is that you face what life has to offer with courage and compassion. Revel in its joy and accept its heartache with grace and dignity. Expect the unexpected." Churchill said, "The true measure of a person is not what they have gathered, but what they have given." Throughout your lives, please remember that material comforts alone are no substitute for spiritual satisfaction and peace of mind. Accept each day as you would a precious gift, a fresh start with a new heart. Be honest. Give more and expect less. Be positive role models for those around you. Be good citizens. But Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. Finally, Robert Burns wrote, "Dwell ye not in footsteps past, but nay should ye forget, but travel forward with open hearts, that ye may discover all that lies ahead. I think he means for you to strive forward towards your destiny, but remember where you've been, where you've come from. And when you are remembering, we hope that you will do so with kind reflection upon your days at Windsor Park. And know that our hopes and dreams go with you. Know that our best efforts went into assisting you to become your best. And when you remember us, know that we will also be thinking of you with pride and great affection. As for the significance of graduation, well, in geometrical terms, you've reached the apex. In mountain climbing, the summits, musically speaking, you've hit the heights. And in the vernacular of youth, you rock. Knowing you as we do, having watched you strive and struggle, and seen you grow before our very eyes into caring, capable, and talented young men and women, when thinking about your future, we can only echo the words of Randy Bachman, who said, "Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet." Tomorrow, you climb aboard that ship which will take you upon uncharted waters. Tonight, however, bask in the glory of your success, enjoy the satisfaction of your accomplishments, and revel in the company of those who care about you, love you, and are so very proud of you. Please join me in a toast. To the Windsor Park Collegiate graduating class of 2002, to the Grad. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stalford. I couldn't help but notice that you slipped a bit of Robbie Burns in at the end. That comment that you gave of Robbie Burns was supposed to mean. I would now like to call upon Adam Nassif and Laura Meisner to deliver the toast to the teachers.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this fine evening? Good. Just good? Not ready? Need a beer. Yeah. That's good, right? Anyway, I'm Adam Nassif. This is Laura Meisner, and we're going to tell you a little bit about teachers and what OPC staff. Me and Laura have been going to WPC 4 years now, and in that 4 years we met some awesome people. We knew them, and it's unbelievable who we met. It seems like just yesterday, me and Laura were grade 9 were coming in. I mean, I was coming in from GV, small school. Yeah, you two in the corner there, over there. And, you know, a class of 24 people went into a class of, say, maybe 40. Quite a big difference. You got a big guy, 6'5", and I'm like 4'10", maybe back to grade 9. They're growing 3 inches since then. Anyway, I was playing some days, and I'll be the first one to admit I was very scared. And I'm sure you were scared too, right, Laura?
Yeah.
But sure enough, after the first couple months, we relaxed, and in classes, I felt more comfortable, more at ease in my classes, all because in one social group.
As I was saying, the teachers have played a pretty important role throughout our high school years. They've not only been friends, confidants, they've been people who taught us to be responsible and organized individuals. One experience of mine that I'm going to share with you throughout my 4 years at Windsor Park.
As most of you know, I have been away many times for athletic tournaments, games, and national helper retreats. And if you don't, now you do. Without the wind in your seat and help from all of my teachers to get the work done, I wouldn't have been able to compete in such tournaments and complete all of my assignments on time.
Yeah, it has been pretty great having them. I mean, not saying that they're lacking or each of them is saying they're very kind to let Laura and other people on the sports team have a routine and get their work done on time.
It's also not a time like this, like that teachers may be forgotten, maybe even disregarded. Not because people want to, but because they think it was the teacher's job to get us this far. And truly, although it isn't, they have. It is, or was their duty, to teach and educate us as best they could, and the rest, well, that was our task. Unfortunately, sometimes we had difficulties on our own, and it was during these times they helped us through.
Well, now Laura, what do we do?
I don't know, Adam, what do we do?
Well, I guess it's time for us to move on to bigger, brighter, and better things. What'd you say, Laura?
Sure, why not?
Well, in that case, my phone number is 257-6660. Give me a call, I'll help you out. I'm just playing with you guys. On a serious note, though, kind of the most at W has been a thrilling experience, and I'm sure most of it, if not all of you guys, have the same experience as we have. And what Laura and I are trying to say in a big nutshell is that we would like to thank Mrs. Maxwell and Mr. Brady for keeping our school safe, clean, and a friendly environment. All of you who have been so supportive and encouraging to us, the TAs who have assisted us when we needed it, coaches who tried to keep us disciplined, and also tried to teach us some teamwork skills, which didn't always work out the best, which is hard. Librarians still in the library occasionally if it was, we were quiet, and also helped us finding our books in the library. The office staff who always kept us informative of the goings on in the school, the guidance counselors who have been incredible and helping us guide ourselves to our futures and helping us find the right path for us. And everyone else who contributed to making our high school years, and I'm sure the rest of you are the best years of our lives. And most importantly, the ones we won't forget. So thanks for everything, Windsor Park staff. We really appreciate it, and to everyone, best of luck in the future. Cheers. Peace out, yo.
When I was first approached to do this, I was terrified, and I still am. But my initial terror was replaced with an instant picture of my mother poking me continuously to get off the phone and study. Though my parents never so much poked me as they did threaten my liberal usage of the phone, I realized I was pretty much summed up what I really needed to say here tonight. We are all here before you, celebrating the means you graduate. But it's funny how we, the class of 2002, has actually done to get here. You, our parents, are the ones to be congratulated. You, me. You survived the bumps and bruises of raising us, and molded us into the people we are today.
See what you're doing to my hair?
You were a shoulder to cry on, a source to vent, a pillar to depend upon, and when we needed it, a motivator. Most of all, you were our teachers outside of school. You were the ones who taught us the finer facts of dedication, endurance, discipline, and consequences. So really, what I was so terrified of saying to you is thank you for being the people in our lives who loved us so much that you risked our anger to poke, prod, and generally annoy us for the past 12 years. Always having the faith that we succeed and the determination to survive this journey with us. We owe you this night, and on behalf of all the graduates this night, I'm really here to say congratulations. We made it.
Sharon Shannon, Richard Kaiser, you're on.
We gotta get up.
enthusiasm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for the Student Choice Award. I'm going to call your names. Please stand to receive your award. One of us will bring it to you and hold your applause for your video. Okay, for best dressed for male, Mike Hall.
Hold your applause to the end.
For craziest hairdo for male, it's Graham Dugan.
Into the mic.
Reddish color hair for male when it's on to go. So I don't think he's here.